amorcitas. Thank you so much for being here and joining me. I thought that I would just share a really peaceful, easeful weekend with you so that you can drop into a moment of calm with me. I woke up this morning, uploaded a video, I worked out, I have been doing laundry, cleaning my house, but I'm so ready to go outside. I thought I would cruise to my favorite little river spot and take you all with me. I'm having a little ice cream sandwich break and oh my god, it's so good. I'm sitting by this little pond. I'm back home and it started pouring rain, so I'm gonna have a at-home day and I'm really excited about it. I did some little sock curls and have finished tidying up for the day. I'm so excited to make some food, but first I'm going to take my daily vitamins because it can be hard to get all of your nutrients from food alone, which is why I love Ritual, who is the sponsor of today's video, but I've been taking them for years, and the Essential for Women 18 Plus has 9 key nutrients that help to fill any nutrition gaps. I'll put them on the screen here. And Essential for Women 18 Plus is USP verified, meaning that what's on the label is what's in the product, bottom line. And that may seem really obvious, but a lot of vitamins are not USP verified, meaning you don't actually know what you're getting. And I also love regularly taking the Ritual Symbiotic Plus, which is a combination of prebiotics, probiotics, and postbiotics. It's a little 3-in-1, using 2 of the world's most clinically studied probiotics with 11 billion CFUs for digestive support. And it also has a slow release capsule to ensure that the probiotic goes all the way down to the colon, which is where it is most effective. And it is made traceable, so you know why every ingredient is in the product. And this combo makes me feel like I'm getting everything that I need. And if you would like to get 20% off your first month on Ritual, you can use my code HITOMI20, click the link in the description box, and just make it a really easy ritual in your life. Neither of these need to be refrigerated. They both are minty when they go down, so I just really enjoy them. I really want to finish writing some letters to my family. I have slowly been making little care packages for them and doing some painting, just all my favorite at-home activities. I am trying to have more full phone-free days where at the very least I'm not on social media, and if I am on social media, my intention is to just be creating. It's crazy how much more you can feel into your potential when you are resting in the present moment without avoiding anything or procrastinating. And I feel like, for me at least, when I'm on my phone a lot or social media a lot, I'm avoiding something. And the moment that I like step into what I have to do or step into the present, I feel like every timeline has reopened up to me. These were only in my hair for about an hour, so it's not super curly, but I'm vibing.
In that state of awareness, that kind of spacious presence, phenomena arise. Don't be afraid of them. Ah, here's this. Ah, here's that. Here's this, here's that. Here's my vision of the future. Here's my fear of loss. So the minute you fear appearances, you lose the space from which you're seeing you. Our job is to get free of the entrapment of fear. And the fear is rooted in our lack of faith in what is. You keep wanting to control everything. Don't you rush to control it all.
I painted my journal a little bit more and I really like it. The cover says, "And so it is," but I just got back from my little fire. I was practicing my free will. I was just moving my body, dancing, singing, and remembering that I can like take any shape and be any form and make any sound. And it's so simple, but observing the sensation of that felt so lovely. And connecting with the elements every day, even in the tiniest ways, it really does help me to remember how much more is going on outside of technology and social media. It's actually a rebellion in this day and age to not be so wrapped up in it. And I'm not sitting on a high horse because I operate on here and definitely find myself scrolling randomly, and I'm just witnessing it more and more, and what I want my relationship to be like with technology in general, especially just being reachable at any point, has been a big area of contention for me because I'm really bad at responding to people. I love to disappear. I disappear for days, weeks. I mean, I do it on Instagram, I do it on YouTube sometimes, and it can take me months to text people back that I don't see regularly. And I have felt really like I'm a bad friend for it, or there's something wrong with me because of that, or like I'm just avoiding things. But the reality is, I just don't want to be on my phone sometimes. I have been way more unapologetic about that because I actually think that it's not natural to be reachable at all times. I don't think that that's normal or even necessary. And I have actually sent disclaimers out to new friends that I make, like, by the way, it takes me a really long time to text back sometimes, but I'm not ignoring you. I love and cherish you, and I'm just being present. Trust I'll get back to you in the right timing and we can make plans for this and that. But I have just been owning my own relationship to the world of my phone. And I think that we just see so many models and examples of how to be in this world that we think that we have to be a complete model and version or aesthetic, let's say. The reason that I wanted to film this clip is to remind you not to put me on a pedestal, or really anyone on social media. I'm just one person doing life one way, and there are an infinite amount of ways, and I'm really grateful if anything that I do inspires your own listening to yourself. But I hope that that's my impact on you, is that you're listening to ease in your body and not idealizing something that I'm doing as if it'll be right for you. Actually looking at the information of your body and of your life and finding your path that way authentically. I think that freedom has become simpler and simpler in my mind, and it's literally just being able to witness sensations with ease, not be running through a million things in my head. That is freedom to me. And for a while, even like when manifesting, I would manifest these grand things and really specific scenarios, which I think is great, you know, in its own right. But I realized that all of those things, the underlying aspect is that I feel settled and rooted in myself, that I feel understood by the people in my life, and that I am not rushing the moment, that I am full of my faith in each now moment, whatever is rising or falling. And that is actually my life goal. And I realized that I can be living that dream reality in any moment that I remember. And when thinking about your dream life or trying to attain certain things, life goals, just actually looking at the information of your own reality and seeing what brings you the most joy, what brings you the most peace, and expanding on those things rather than assuming some grand thing that you see someone else enjoying would also give you the same feelings. Like actually just tuning into what in this now moment you want more of and starting there, feel everything becoming simpler and simpler. But before I ramble too long, I'm gonna tuck myself into bed and do a little bit of journaling. On Saturday, I had an early morning to get some life admin done and then decided to spend the rest of the day in the ceramics studio. I had slab rolled some clay, making it nice and flat the last time I was here, but I quickly had to wrap things up and put it away. So I wasn't sure what I was going to do with this since it was kind of dry and a lot of it was just scraps, but rather than throwing it into my reclaiming bag for the clay, I decided to make some things out of it, and I made a little soft salt and pepper bowl, and 2 mugs. I guess I'm just really into mugs, and huge ones particularly because I drink so much tea, so I like to make adequate mugs for that. But I made a bunch of cute spoons for herbs, and then I sanded down some pieces that I threw on the wheel last time. It's really satisfying to sand things because it can change the shape, and if you have a jagged bottom like this on a piece, you can make it nice and soft and smooth. So I got that ready for its first firing, and then I also had some pieces that were ready to be glazed for their final firing, and I just always have pieces in different stages of the process, so it's really fun that I get to do a little bit of everything, a little bit of hand building, a little bit of throwing, glazing, all of it. And you always have to mix your glaze because the sediment can separate from the liquid. And I added this really beautiful seafoam glaze to my bowls with this crystal nebula glaze on top. I can't wait to see how these come out, and I'm making a more cool toned series of bowls and cups for my family soon. And I tried to do some painting with underglaze, but I really didn't like what I was making and was slightly frustrated, so I decided that was when it was time to leave. We decided to go home, put a record on, invite a friend over, and continue the art night. We were sharing stories about our becoming, about love, intimacy, and relating, and it's just the most fun thing that you can do with people. It's like hearing a coming of age movie in real time, hearing the experiences that form one another and how embarrassing and how awkward and misinformed our experiential learning is. And I have so many moments when I'm hanging out with my sisters where I feel like this is all I need in life. But we ended the night with dancing and meditation, and it was the sweetest ever. I'm back home. I took a very long walk with Reese, and suddenly it's already 6:30. I'm cleaning. I spend a few days a week usually at my partner's house, and then he spends some time here. And every time after, I have to like unload my backpack that has my laptop, my iPad, all my editing stuff, my camera, like multiple outfits. I just spent one night there though, so it wasn't too crazy, but we do live separately, so that's always a thing, just unpacking, repacking, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I love having my own space. And I'm just cleaning this evening, and I'm about to work out, and that's just the vibe. I'm feeling so just refreshed and grounded and grateful and clear on what I need to do. I'm really excited to do some journaling tonight, and I just feel like I've been getting really clear on what I'm creating for myself in this new season and what's really exciting to me. This past week, I actually started doing jujitsu, and I started dancing again with this auntie who knows all of these incredible different kinds of dance, and that has felt really good. And I've just been kind of entering into new spaces of learning and being a student. I never went to college, or I dropped out rather after like 1 month because I didn't want to take out the loan, and I wasn't super passionate about what I was studying, and my mental health was going down the drain. Some of you know that, but I love learning, and I just feel like at this point in my life, I am becoming a student again. I'm doing another yoga teacher training. I'm immersing myself in all these new worlds, and really what I'm excited for is whenever I find out where I'm going to live, whenever I finally settle down somewhere, just actually dedicating myself to certain crafts for several years at a time, like ceramics, like dance, like jujitsu. I want to have a whole training moment that lasts several years, like get the equivalent of a university degree in the different trades and practices that I'm passionate about. So I don't know, I'm just really excited about that. I'm gonna journal about it. I was wanting to get a degree in social work for a while. That's not completely off the table, but I feel like I can help more people making these videos in a weird way, and also just having random one-on-one conversations with people. By no means therapizing anyone, but just being like a homie and someone who listens to people who really need it, because I feel like a lot of people really need to feel seen and heard in this world. So that feels good for now. Spirituality is just something that feeds into everything because we are spiritual beings, and when you are awake, everything is literally a doorway. Like I mentioned in my last video, it's like you're bringing your presence and your awareness of love and of whatever you define as God or the divine into what you're doing. So it all is like this grand yoking. Yeah, I'm just rambling. I'm just so excited about life, and I feel really grateful to be here at all, in a state of awe, in a state of reverence, in a state of acknowledging all that I've been blessed with and wanting to continue to hone in on it and move forward and really make use of all the blessings that I have been given. But let's do a little workout. I like to do just 30 minutes, and that makes me feel really fulfilled. So I wanted to share, this has been a little treat for myself lately, and kind of like pre-workout, not like I need a lot of energy for a simple 30-minute workout. It's just coconut water, and I mix chlorophyll with it, put in a compostable straw because I have Invisalign and I don't want them to turn green. This lighting is so bad, but I just wanted to show you my dinner. I'm having a really big salad with some Japanese dressing, chickpeas, sunflower seeds, furikake on top, and some vegan tuna. This is from a brand called Tuno. I just had it in my cabinets and decided to add that for some extra protein. And then I have a lot of quinoa in this bowl and some stir-fried green beans that I got from the farmer's market, and I'm so excited. I just stir-fried them with a little bit of shoyu, some fresh garlic. Usually I'll put some almonds in there, and oh my god, I put nori crinkles on top. And I'm so excited. I'm gonna nourish and just be present with this delicious meal. And these bowls I made myself, which I'm really proud of because I use them every single day and they're the perfect size. Goodness, I am so sleepy. It's almost midnight, which is very late for me. I've been scribbling my little heart out and listening to Bad Bunny and other music that just feels so empowering to me. Anytime I listen to Spanish music, I feel so close to myself, and I think journaling in general makes me feel so close to my heart and just on the pulse of who I really am. But I'm so grateful I got to share this beautiful weekend with you. I feel so full and content and constantly taken aback by this life and the things I get to experience. Wow. Thank you so much for joining me. If you would like to try Ritual Vitamins out, they will be the first link in the description. But until I see you next, I hope that you take some deep belly breaths and enter through any doorway that feels the most exciting and most easeful for you to have a moment of calm and return to who you really are, whatever that feels like. I think that everything in my life has been getting more and more simple, you know? I'm just listening to what feels warm, and my practice has gotten simpler and simpler, but even more potent and transformative because I'm not forcing anything. I'm not forcing myself to do things that I think I should be doing as like my sadhana every day, but just allowing for everything to be part of the dance. And lately, just sitting in silence with myself has been so profound and so powerful, and journaling has been a really big practice. Love letter writing has been a very big practice for me, and The level of connection I feel to myself and to spirit has deepened because I'm authentically showing up. I'm going to pass out now. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.